Come on, bro.
Nah, you're right. But with that being said, this is the Bill for Cuban Links podcast with your illustrious host, Yaya, and I'm here with my nearest and dearest friend,
Freezy, and we're back again.
And again, right?
Exactly. So, how you been, man? Let's start off with that.
Nigga, school been kicking my ass a little bit, but it's alright though.
I definitely feel you. More busier than I expected to be this soon. But
nigga,
we manage. We'll be alright.
We only 2 weeks in, nigga. I got until May.
It can only get worse.
First semester back in the game. Fuck is you talking about?
How's the adjustment been?
You know what's crazy? It's like I never left on some real shit. You just gotta stay on top of the fucking work, bro. If you don't stay on top of the work, that's how you get fucked, bro.
I feel like a lot of people are going to be going back to school type shit, especially with COVID. Everything that happened with COVID. I don't think people like the idea of having to do Zoom or even hybrid classes for that matter. So I don't think you're alone in people going back to school. You know what I mean? Bro,
there's a lot of unemployed people out there, you feel me?
Yeah.
There's a lot of unemployed people, and they don't know. Like me, I didn't know what to do. I was like, nigga, we going back to school with it.
Yeah, I mean, when you're not working, it's good to be doing something, and going back to school can't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said,
wait, how you been, bro? How you been, bro? How's school been?
Good. No, school's good. I kind of really, I feel like I just started. I feel like I'm a weekend, even though we're whatever way through the week. But something that surprised me when I went back to school was the new the academic integrity statements have been updated. That's what we were talking about on the last pod 2 weeks ago, a little
Chat
bit
GPT.
Before the curve. I'm gonna give us a little pat on the back for that. A little Chat GPT action.
They make it. What's happening is these niggas is making the fucking technology too fast to govern it until the other day. But they're making technology so fast that they can't even say how. Yo, did we let's have, like, you know how they have they could check your essay if you're not being
plagiarizing.
If you're plagiarizing,
yeah.
Now it's gonna be if you wrote the shit, nigga. But word on the street is niggas gotta hack for that too. Shout out, Lil Bro.
They did a little
shout out,
a little finesse, and we ain't gonna pull the plug on that one yet because we might need to reach back into the basket for that.
See,
but yeah, it's kind of weird seeing them actually acknowledge something like this
because they know it's dangerous. If you ain't got the rules for something, or you don't have the technology to fight against it yet, which they low key did. Some Asian dude fucking
developed already some counter software.
Gave him the pass, bro. And everybody's looking at this nigga like, yo, where's this nigga address, bro? He couldn't let it ride out, bro. He couldn't let it ride out, bro.
Yeah, he kind of screwed the bag for everybody.
Nigga, Chat GPT is fucking passing parts of the bar exam and medical exam.
I think the MCAT. Yeah, allegedly, I said the MCAT is getting passed too with the GPT. It could pass it. Or it's answering the questions right, something like that, right?
Nah, it was one of those, bro. It was one of those exams. I don't know if it was the MCAT specifically though.
Okay, but still, there's pretty impressive stuff being done. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe you're always ahead of the curve with the AI stuff. I feel like you're the resident tech guy. You always know what's going on in that sphere.
Hey, you gotta keep your eye to the streets and the businessmen.
The way my professors were making it out too is like, I felt like they were exaggerating, but honestly, they don't fucking know anything.
They ain't got nothing to fight against it, bro.
They don't know how to work their fucking YouTube. How the fuck they gonna work against the AI? You know, I don't blame them.
Yeah,
but yeah, we'll see. I mean, that was always the fear with people being on Zoom and shit like that for class and having online classes. Motherfuckers isn't doing the work. And maybe some people had this ahead of time. We might have had some future Chat GPT doctors and lawyers out there in the game. That was my biggest fear too, thinking about COVID.
Bro, as you say,
I'm already scared of the doctors enough as it is.
Bro, everybody from the hood is don't believe in no doctors like that for specific things, vaccines and all that shit. But yeah, bro, they don't have the fucking technology to fight against something, bro. The technology is developing too fast for them niggas themselves, bro. So we gonna have to see. But in school, they making it known like, yo, if we do catch you, it's over for you.
It's the same as cheating on the test or plagiarizing from one of your classmates for an essay or something like that. They treating it with the same amount of
prejudice,
pressure. Yeah,
fucking prejudice against the people, then, bro. But they have different things to worry about, bro. They developing shit too fast now. I wonder if niggas gonna tell them to like, yo, slow down, bro. Slow down.
Speaking of which, we're keeping it relatively local here on this one. Kathy Hochul just announced that she's gonna do tuition hikes to CUNY and SUNY. I think that includes like Albany. So there was I saw a lot of students out there in CUNY was putting up flyers and posters and walking or whatever,
like protesting and shit. Like,
yeah,
yo,
like
come on,
you're
son.
fucking bugging out.
And inflation is up. Unemployment
doing that, but
is
they
not
spent,
up, apparently.
She passed like $2 billion for the Bills, the Buffalo Bills, their stadium. But she gonna raise the tuition.
That's some fuck shit.
So
they gonna pay. They gonna pay for the. They gonna pay for the stadium, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, the building is fucking falling apart. Like that's what a lot of people have been saying. But it's like if you're already passing $2 billion for the Buffalo Bills, you could slide something our way. Especially because the Bills don't win shit ever. They fucking suck ass.
Nigga, famous people say there's enough money for everybody to eat. If them niggas say it,
if
why
the
fuck
government's
you so
blowing
hard
money
about
on
it?
Sports stadiums, that's crazy.
Nigga, why you can't put...
That's crazy.
Bro, what do you expect from these niggas? These niggas is corrupt, bro. Let's keep it a bean. Using my sociology class skills to the fucking... to the advantage right now, nigga.
He's using the Common Core right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, bro. Do we expect anything but corruption from these niggas? I don't. I know everything to take everything with a grain of salt. Keep it a bean with you.
They only care about their pockets, like always.
Nigga, richer get richer, the poor get poorer. Nigga, it's a story since I came out the womb.
Yeah, and I mean, we mentioned it before with, even like a Jeff Bezos knowing about inflation. I mean, really, if you really pay attention, you could have known about this shit from way before. But it's just people, certain outlets, certain whatever, is covering that shit up. They go out their way to kind of mute the thing down. We talked about Jeff Bezos talking about his don't go out and buy a fridge because it's going to get bad.
The other day, yeah.
He's known because he has all the information coming in from his companies already. He's probably already seen, oh shit, people are stopping to order shit from Amazon all the time.
The statistics is showing his data. That's what he's going off of. You know what I'm saying?
They're the ones who got the background knowledge because they're in the game. So, leaves us all out when it comes to that shit.
You know what I want to
out of the loop.
You know what I want to say too? I recently... I seen you was talking about eggs the other day. Egg factory burnt down, and in the supermarkets, in the supermarkets, it says that there's an egg shortage right now. You feel me? And
yeah, they raised the prices on that shit.
And you know what I'm saying? We're sorry to for your inconvenience. They said that shit at the store the other day. When I walked in, that shit been on the fucking glass. So they keep the eggs for fucking weeks.
I know Sam's Club over here, fucking. They were completely out of eggs. And they weren't selling eggs for a minute, for a couple of months. That's information that I got firsthand from going to that bitch. Yeah. They have no eggs in the stock. They just recently came back, and then everybody and their fucking mama is going out there and buying up eggs because they don't know when that shit's going to ever get away. Nigga. I noticed something interesting. When you do a little, like, they always, people don't really sit down and read anything or even pay attention to what the fuck is going on. So, like, for example, they'll say that the inflation rate is at 6%.
And the unemployment is less, too, and then keep going.
So they'll fuck around with the economy and all that shit, but they said the inflation rate is set at 6%. If your groceries, which are at 12% in inflation, which is what's going to affect most people day to day, that's the shit that they don't talk about. I seen another report, like some around people who make over $100,000 a year. Even they are like struggling to pay their bills.
Yes,
which
bro.
before, I remember back when I was younger, if you're making $100,000, and like, damn, you could support yourself.
Nigga,
you could support your family. You could support your family and be all right.
Yeah, bro, you're good, bro.
But it's a sign of the times. Everything gets more expensive. We get less pay for the common folk. People just working day to day trying to make a living.
Bro, nigga, you working from paycheck to paycheck. These niggas been saying that shit since I've been fucking forever, bro.
Making $100,000 paycheck to paycheck. That's craziness. So
how you feel about the people in the hood now that ain't got nothing but pennies, and it's still fuckery are going same way.
And that's what I'm saying. This shit we always knew about because it always happened. Seen that shit firsthand,
bro. Man.
Live that shit firsthand.
Like I said, we've been in some desperate times, and do not be fooled by the distractions. You feel me?
That's clear right there.
You're
not paying for people to get educated, but paying for them to go watch a fucking football game. Goddamn football team. Sell some more hot dogs at the stadium.
which is a hot dog is fucking $20 when you go over there.
For pork fucking nuts.
I like beef hot dogs,
though. That's cow dick right there that you mentioned on probably. You just grind that bitch up.
Nigga, I grilled that shit. I grilled that shit yesterday and it was delicious. I don't give a fuck.
Shout out my Romanians with the michi. They know, yo, that shit is fire. They mix like pork, lamb, beef into a fucking sausage.
But I tried it, bro.
Oh yeah, that shit is fire.
It was alright, bro. I'm kind of a picky eater, but you feel me?
He fucks with the michi though.
Yeah, I like it as long as it's if you give me anything, bro, you just have to burn that shit, and I'll eat that. I'll eat it as long as it's burnt.
Well done. Because as long as you know that shit still ain't living and kicking, that's all good. That's a good way to live.
Yeah, bro.
Good plan.
Yeah, bro.
Let's see. Over the break, in between pods. Well, we should come up with a name for the period in between pods.
The intermission, nigga.
Intermission. During our intermission.
The intermission.
Fire. That's a freestyle right there.
Between school and fucking regular life podding.
During the intermission, I saw a new J. Cole song come out. And that surprised me because I didn't expect any new music from him. I seen actually he was in 2K. I hadn't gone around to playing the story mode. He was in that shit a lot. It was kind of funny. So maybe he's gearing up for another project after the offseason, or maybe that was just promo for the offseason, whatever. But anyways, J. Cole drops a new song, not on his main YouTube page, but on a YouTube producer named Batman's page. Actually, I have seen beats from Batman before.
Independent
beat maker, independent producer, gave him a free song to put right on his YouTube.
Have we ever seen that? And he's probably getting all the proceeds from that too.
I think that's legendary, and it should be getting more flowers than it did. Bro, it's really a big up. Even in the lyrics of the song, you can hear it's a big up to independent artists everywhere.
Game changer.
And it goes further than that. Because, you know, how many people does it take to make a song, make an album, make a whatever? You know what I mean? And shouting out the independent ones doing it, who definitely have a harder time going about it.
Giving him a song. Giving him the song and say, yo,
that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful.
These niggas, YouTube is always on people's dicks about fucking copyright shit.
Bro, and that's something so simple and small. You could get out, you know, I'm sure it's a good promotion for his tape. You know what I'm saying? Whenever he drops, it's going to be good. But,
yeah.
Like, what about other artists, smaller artists? You could do the same thing. But the thing is, they do the same thing, but they don't show no big ups to the producer. They'll pay the money to get the tag ripped off or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But,
that's what you want.
It's a big moment. It's a big moment.
That's what you want as a producer, bro. You want your song being used and getting paid for it to begin with. If niggas have to be ghost producing, that's been the game of the music industry.
Exactly. So there's no point to even be doing that shit on like YouTube or whatever, working for the fucking back end shit with no one promoting your shit. And for the producers too, I mean, I feel for them. How many beats do you have to make for one to pop? Or for even a motherfucker that's coming by the studio to like it?
And then it might... It's
a hard life, bro.
It might pop, and then a nigga don't pay you for the beat, and it's a hit song.
And then they don't got no money for lawyers. Because you an independent producer. And they, whatever label came by, they remade your beat, whatever, for their artists. They be doing that shit too. You'll have to fucking settle for whatever money they tell you. Because you just can't afford to fucking do anything else.
They do what you let them do, bro. If you sign away your master to the record, is it anybody's fault but your own?
And then if they do sign on or whatever, or if they do fight it, then they get blackballed anyways. Label goes, yeah, don't work with this motherfucker no more. And that's it. That's the end. That's raps. That's the end of the career right there. So, shout out J. Cole. It was beautiful. And shout out all the producers, all the independent artists, all the engineers, everybody involved in the process. Because it's a lot. And J. Cole sees them. So we should take a little bit out of the time to say we see him too.
I haven't been watching anybody's pods or anything, but I don't even think people addressed it like that. They might have just, you feel me? But it is big. It's a game changer because he opened the door for that, and then he's going to open the door for everybody to be like, all right, you know what? I got enough money, bro. Let me give this kid an opportunity. Give this man an opportunity, you feel me?
And it costs nothing for him.
Don't cost nothing.
Don't cost
nothing. And it's probably a beat that he wanted. It's a beat that he wanted to rap on. He just searched his name, J. Cole type beat. And then being on a creator standpoint, he found that shit on the front page.
for you. The producer got lucky with the algorithm. He was right there. And I'm sure this results in more placements for him. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
I've seen some guy who's done work for Tory then get placed in various other big albums. On all over the Drake album, actually, some of those people were fucking YouTube beat makers that I could recognize that they make type beats on YouTube. So, I mean, maybe it's coming a little bit further along, destigmatizing that shit, like not just classifying them as a YouTube producer. Because the opportunity for growth is there.
Yeah, bro, it's a big thing that happened for the independent man. You know what I'm saying? Very, very big thing because we've never seen it before.
Yeah,
not the whole time I've been alive. I've never seen that.
Yeah, no, definitely
they give a song, and he probably just
the
gave him everything.
Probably would have been expensive to clear or something too. You know what I mean? So that's another even reason to be like, hey, hold this, and then my fans can get it too. And that's good fan service. That's good service to your fellow man, your fellow peer.
That's something that the label don't see. You know what I mean? That's just, it might still be licensed under them or whatever. I didn't really look into it. I just know that he did it, and I was like, yo, let me listen to it, and it was perfect. But I didn't get to look into the description to see if he actually gave him all the proceeds or however that goes. Nigga, he gave that. You got Cole on the beat, nigga. You're golden. That's all that really matters.
That's legendary shit really
right matters. That's what I'm saying.
If that's on your resume,
yeah,
you have a fucking solid resume. By the end of everything. Yeah. Continuing with our flowers, I just wanted to touch on Lil Yachty's album one more time.
Yeah, that is true. We was early on that, nigga.
We was early.
We was early on that shit.
We told you it was good. It was amazing. I gave it an 8.5 originally. I think that's still accurate. It could even be a 9.
That nigga Drake posted somebody's like TikTok that said 11 out of 10.
I seen that.
What if that was
Drake
us,
been pushing that album heavy.
That nigga need to get on the Built for Cuban Links wave, bro.
Offset pushed that shit heavy. And Lil Baby was there too, I believe. In my opinion, I think it's one of those albums that will remain, like, you can play those at any time.
Yeah, bro. I really like the what is it called? The let me search that shit real quick. That shit got added straight to the fucking
The Black
playlist.
Seminole?
Nah, not that one. Drive Me Crazy. Yeah. And if he would have continued that, bro, throughout the whole song, it would have been a hit. It would have been a hit.
Yeah. But I don't even think he was going for that. He said he made the album in 6 months. In 6 months, and he was holding on to it for a year and a half. So to all those artists sitting at home with songs and albums and mixtapes and beats, whatever on their phone, put it out. Because sometimes it can result in greatness like this did.
Niggas #1 everywhere.
In my opinion,
booted SZA off the chart.
Apple Music streaming, I think numbers-wise, it's only going to do 25,000. Which is even less than Trippie Red's album, which will come to that
First
later.
week, Yachty?
First week, only 25,000. It looks like.
Nah, nigga, fuck that.
I predict it's gonna end up as 35,000, but I think it could be a consistent seller at that number. I think it could keep doing a number similar to that for weeks to come, and if not, I think it's just amazing. It sounds really amazing,
nigga. So
that's all that matters,
nigga. I'm telling you,
and it got its flowers already.
Everybody love it.
It's album of the year.
50,000 first week up.
Album of the year already.
50,000. First week and up.
I was saying it should have done 100,000 just because of how good it sounded. But I think 25,000 is not bad for Yachty because he's never really been known to do that much either. I think at max he's done like 60,000, if even that.
This one might go above it, bro. I'm just say it right now.
I would hope so.
Might go above it, man. When we talked about it, it was named something else, Sonic Ranch, and then when it came out, had a different album cover and a different name. Let's start here. So,
but then it's kind of saddening because I feel like I don't know if this recoups that advance that he got from the label, whatever it was. I doubt it if it sells 25,000. But it's a really great piece of music, and when stuff like this happens, it also discourages people from trying different types of shit. Which I think this is a good reason to try a bunch of different shit because it can come out amazing. So yeah, I think it's gonna be in the top 5 by the end of the year. Maybe at the least stay top 10.
Who are we expecting anything from people this year? Maybe later in the year we might get our favorites back again. Maybe they on a run now. Drake is on a run.
A little spring, a couple spring drops. I think Travis comes by the summertime. I think so, and I think ASAP Rocky should drop, as we mentioned before. and maybe a Rihanna album. Because it's about time. She's got those singles working. She's in the press.
That shit. She dropped that shit in the summer. It's selling everything. It's outselling everything for the year.
I would take another Kanye album too. Number 5 in 3 years, but
hey, he's not the only one putting out shit.
It would be good time.
He's not the only one putting out shit.
I'm gonna circle back. Trippie Red, because I know I mentioned him already. From the beginning, we saw the track list. We didn't talk about it on the pod. Mm-hmm. I think we kind of skipped over it because we assumed it would be kind of skip over worthy.
I didn't listen to it on record. I didn't listen to it. I
listened to the whole thing.
I know there was a lot of features though.
It was horrible.
Nigga, you know what? What turned it off for me was I was scrolling on Instagram and then I seen people on stage and they was just like booing this nigga. Recently too.
I have
booing this nigga Trippie Red.
But
and
the album I can understand why.
Bro, they was booing him and saying that he had no stage presence. He was being lazy. Maybe they caught him on a bad day, 6 flights or whatever, as an artist perspective. But nigga, you supposed to be performing at your best every time. It left a bad taste on people's mouths, and people put it on fucking on Insta, and I seen that shit, and I'm like, bro, there's no rush to peep this nigga's new album. What's the name of the album?
It's called Mansion Music.
Okay.
It's sold already officially 55,000 first week.
Not bad.
Which is actually pretty solid numbers.
It's not bad.
But he did a little finesse that. I don't know if it's that common. I don't know if it'll be that common with the bigger artists, but I could definitely see it be more common with artists who have a lot of industry connections. He basically did the whole album is features. I think he has 3 solo songs on the album total, and it's like 20 songs, damn near. And what he did was he uploaded every song on the album as a single as well. So that when you go to those artist page,
it doesn't take you to the album itself. It takes you to the single within the album. That's crazy.
But there's also the album which drops separately. But if you release them all as a single as well next to the album, both streams count towards first week.
Nigga, that's like a double CD, nigga.
And for every single song on the album. And what the key thing that he wanted is basically the traffic to come in from people. So let's say you like Chief Keef because Chief Keef was on the album.
Yeah.
You would see latest release, his newest release would be a single with Trippie Red. So you would go and listen to it. For example, Juice WRLD, who, has a fucking humongous fan base, even more after he died.
Unfortunate situation.
But you know how his fans are. They will stream anything that pops up.
That's the one song that you did play before the pod.
He had a
was
single?
the Juice WRLD one. Juice
WRLD one and one of the Chief Keef ones, because he had 2, and one of them was not so good. There was a song, actually, with Lil Baby that Kai got viral, because it was like trash. Like, the verse was like so phoned in, you could tell that Trippie probably just paid the bag for Lil Baby to get on the song. You know what I mean?
Really?
He was like half mumbling, like sleeping throughout the song. It was great. I should have played that for you, too. Damn. That would have been a good one to hear, but Kai was like, Kai was like, what the fuck is going on before he got banned on Twitch? It's like, what the fuck is that? You got to do better or something like that. So yeah,
bro, that's crazy.
If your song is going viral because your verse is trash and a Twitch streamer is reacting to it, then that means the song was fucking trash,
bro. But even on that's crazy though. But it's still giving you publicity. Yeah. But what's it called with Kai? Like, I want to talk about Kai for a little bit because that nigga has the streets on lock with Twitch, bro.
And he got banned
for allegedly eating edibles, but they didn't show any clips of him eating the edibles.
But
they
it
just
was
showed
that
him
he knocked out, that he was slumped.
Nigga, so what?
Twitch, you're a fucking hater. And I bet you if that was a white streamer, that's not a fucking problem at all. Because in how many places is weed legal for them to do that shit to their biggest, most subscribed to person on the platform?
They didn't see him eating it. They didn't see him smoking it. And my brother was telling me, like, yo, everybody else, like the Aiden Rosses and shit, they have niggas in the background smoking and shit.
And it doesn't make sense.
Nigga, he was bringing everybody to that fucking platform, dog. And y'all gonna treat him like that?
He was doing his best to be as...
Foul.
He was kind of being a little professional at points, too.
He was.
He's been pretty professional with things to make sure that his shit stayed intact.
He was doing big thing for the music industry. People were getting on his Twitch while because I went to his Twitch on a random day.
It was kind of like the new pods at a moment. But the only thing is, he would have to be on there every day. So... for him to be that number 1 guy, he was on there every day, fucking live from whatever number of hours, grinding that shit.
Bro, my cousins and my brother watched them niggas, bro, and watch Kai and everybody in AMP and shit. Shout out AMP, shout out RDC World 1. You feel me?
Shout out Kai, he was just in a Sidemen video doing a 20 versus 1.
Exactly, and that's big too.
Big Brandon right there. Big crossover partnership, Europe, America, England, America.
Exactly.
And really, they get the whole world.
Yes,
bro. The Sidemen really get the whole world.
And you know, it's kind of crazy because, bro, he was pulling 70,000, 80,000 people watching him live. I seen that shit. I was like, yo.
Just on any given moment, at any time of the day.
And y'all just gonna turn around and do my man dirty like that? That's dumb foul, bro. But he will rise again, bro. I just seen on his Insta, bro, that he's going on a 30-day stream marathon type shit. He calling that shit Mafia-thon or some shit.
What the fuck?
And I wonder what fucking platform he's gonna be on, because he hasn't really said anything about
I think they let him back on Twitch.
On Twitch.
I think he makes them too much money for them to not take him out.
Nigga, but you know your worth. You could take it and be like, all right, you gonna do that for me, and niggas be
before you go join Tate on Rumble,
bro. Niggas be getting caught watching porn and shit, and they don't do nothing to them.
Y'all be watching some different shit.
Nah, nigga, that's what's been happening, bro. I'm telling you, I seen on Instagram, bro. Niggas be get caught doing shit. Like they flip over on they stream like while they on their computer, and people see like shit that they're not supposed to see. Obviously, you feel me? And he wasn't eating it. From my understanding, he wasn't eating. He was just sleeping, nigga. What the fuck? Keep it a buck. This nigga was just sleeping.
We doing worse right now, so
man.
They
was just hating.
We on Rumble.
Don't give him nothing to hate now. don't give him.
No, CFO.
Don't give him nothing.
We rocking with y'all. Family friendly. Put ads on here.
They probably they determine who gets ads and shit. But
let's see. We passed the 30-minute mark. They won't catch that one.
The numbers. That's true though. The numbers speak for themselves. Feel me? The numbers speak for itself.
10,000 views on the YouTube, including the shorts. Thank you, shorts. Well, it's going good, man. Thanks for all the lookouts.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to everybody. I promoted the pod in class.
shout out
to my man. Shout out to my man. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to my man. He sat right next to me. He was interested, bro. So I'm shouting you out, bro. And if you're listening, you gonna see me tomorrow or whenever this pod goes out. You feel me? But yeah, bro.
Another significant new release was friend of the pod, Top Munch herself.
I was like, where are you going with this, nigga?
She dropped an EP, which sold 15,000 first week. Which honestly, got a little excited right there. Sorry,
I was predicting 20,000.
So you overshot it a little bit,
nigga, because I didn't know about if the Munch and the Bikini Bottom was gonna be taken into consideration for that.
In first week, these pre-release singles don't have any impact. If she gets a gold certification pretty soon, then yeah, it does for the certifications, but not first week. But I think what helped her was she got another single, which was In Her Mood. Mm-hmm. Which
with TJ on it, I believe.
No, that's a different song. That one actually, there's a song with TJ too. Gangster Love, I think.
Gangster Boo? Oh, okay. Yes. All right, I got it mixed up. But yes. I heard parts of
that's on Billboard.
Each.
That's number 84 on Billboard. Which, let's see if it's on there next week. I don't think so. Mm-hmm. But that's still significant. Especially because they're two young artists. New York artists, Bronx artists.
Yeah. So
a lot of the drill rappers don't get put on Billboard. And we feel like they're popping all the time. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it is a pretty big accomplishment. But the only thing is, you have to keep doing those. You have to keep pulling off those singles to boost up the promo.
Nigga, you said that she wasn't gonna be here by the summer, nigga. You still think that you seem like you riding? You look like you riding for the Ice Spice.
I don't think she's in it within a year of when she started. I'll fix her. A year from when she started, I don't think it hits as the same. I don't think so.
But word on the street is that she got the girls is using the TikTok and doing TikToks to her shit. She got the streets on lock for a little bit. She changed the pace with In the Mood. What is it called? In My Mood?
In Her Mood.
In Her Mood or whatever the fuck.
Hot. Nigga. In Her Mood.
You feeling zesty with that? You feeling zesty with that? You good?
Nah, I'm good. I'm all right. My bad.
You have to get that off? You have to get that off?
Yeah.
I know you had to get that on.
I do have a problem with her though, but it's not really with her. It's more like with how the shit always fucking goes down. The album was reviewed on Pitchfork, and it got a 7.6 rating.
What is that?
It's some fucking bitch ass magazine.
It's like tomatoes for movies.
Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of shit. They always pop up whenever an album drops. And for some reason, they always, when it comes to hip-hop, I think it's on purpose, because that's how you get your fucking clicks, you motherfuckers. Because nobody else wants to click your website to look about anything else that you talk about, because it doesn't fucking matter. Let's be honest. Let's be honest.
This nigga Freezy.
So when you do an album review, and you rate Ice Spice's EP, which has 6 songs on it, a 7.6, which is higher than... I mean, I'm just starting off with something recent. Her Loss.
Yo.
King's Disease 3. I think it was even rated higher than the last Playboy Cardi album, which is crazy, because I know they named that a crazy number 2 at the time.
Niggas is not reliable, bro. They don't know what the streets is thinking.
These motherfuckers is crazy.
They ain't got the voice of the streets, bro. They ain't got the streets. Them niggas sit behind somewhere and fucking... And come up with shit not knowing who Nas is or some shit like that, not knowing, you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna go into this whole spiel because this really made me fucking mad. It really got me into like a whirlwind. Like sometimes I do a whirlwind, and then I look at everything. Who wrote this shit? What the fuck were they doing in 2005? Whatever, right? All I'm gonna say is that's the reason that shit is the way it is. And people can get these tricks and gimmicks to get all these numbers and shit, but then they won't last. When push comes to shove, there's always a new somebody. So keep it up. Keep trying. But I think it's moving towards the independent.
Soon. Nigga, that's what it
Soon.
was.
I think it's moving towards the independent. Like we always say. Like we always advocate for. But again, you got to stay wise to the gimmicks and the tricks that they play. But they definitely got to click out on me, those fucking motherfuckers. They got me.
I didn't listen to it. I knew it came out, but I ain't listened to it.
Oh, not the album. I'm talking about giving them a click on their website. On Pitchfork.
Nigga, they trying to get on too.
So, man, they on. They could do more. They could have more integrity when it comes to reporting on shit. Because it's bullshit the way that they do it. And they know that they do it that way to get clicks. So, fuck them. But yeah, Ice Spice, your label's good. She has a great label. It's the same label that had Tekashi.
Halfway.
And the same label that had Trippie Red.
Halfway.
So, you know what? Congratulations. And we can leave it at that. What else is on the radar?
This nigga, you know what I want to talk about? Oh shit.
There we go. It happened. It had to happen once.
Nigga, just fix it.
Hello?
Do it again? Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we back.
There we go.
We back.
Hello? Yeah, we're good. We're good. Let's keep it going.
Like I said, we roll with the punches, bro. Freezy gonna have to edit that shit out. But
yeah, let's take it wherever you want to take it.
Nah, bro. Drake at the Apollo last weekend. We didn't win tickets. Bitch ass niggas, we didn't win tickets. Apparently, I didn't hand it in the right way.
Oh, actually? You got notice about that?
No, I said apparently.
Oh.
I ain't win. I know that shit. They ain't telling you if you lost. They ain't even telling you lost. Nigga, this shit just happened and you not there.
Bro, Eric Adams was there.
Drizzy.
KD was there. The Munch herself was there.
I want to talk to Drake.
They was never letting you in there.
Drizzy, give me a link, no. Give me a link. You know what that mean. Give me a link, no. Tune in.
He might have to Google translate that.
To the Built for Cuban Links podcast, nigga. Drake need to hop on the wave, nigga. We the up and coming.
Call in, please.
We the up and comings, nigga. We the up and comings,
bro. They was never letting Yaya in the building with the top Munch in there. With Princess Diana Munch herself.
But
because of what you've said on record.
What?
They got you. The pod has come back to bite you in the ass.
How, nigga?
They was gonna pick you. I heard, this is a rumor.
What?
That they went into the letters. They actually picked you. But they did some investigative journalism. And they saw that Munch clip, so that's what happened.
Nigga,
they had to throw that shit in the trash. They're like, hell no. Nigga, that's gonna be a fucking domestic threat right there.
Nigga, that's fake news. But Drake was at the Apollo. He performed a lot of tracks. I don't even know what he performed, but
all the classics apparently.
You was playing "Feel No Ways," and
Wu-Tang Forever.
Wu-Tang Forever was on the set list. What a show that would have been to go to, bro.
Damn. Imagine a Built for Cuban Links special.
What?
Fires. Hold up, we bleeping that shit out. Fuck you. We adding that shit. That's too good to be given out for free. At fucking minute 37. Fuck that.
Yo, this nigga had to block out when he said that we was podding the other day. You blessed that, so you just blocking everything.
Scratch it from the fucking record, all right?
You just blocking everything now, huh?
Yeah.
This nigga, you see,
I'm the king of censorship over here.
Man got pod of attorney. Attorney of pod, man.
Attorney of pod. That's crazy.
Power over the estate of the audio track.
Let's see.
You know what I want to say too? I said it while the music was playing, but I don't know if YouTube is gonna get it. But we on Spotify now.
Streaming. Are we on Apple Podcasts?
Not yet.
But we didn't say Apple Podcast. Maybe I did. But we said Spotify last
time. This nigga
time.
let the cat out the fucking bag before it was even up, bro. I had to fucking do that shit.
Oh shit.
I had to fucking do that shit, bro, because this nigga was fucking...
Spotify will get a little extra couple of segments, by the way. So
you just promising content, nigga, before you even talking to your co-host.
No, what do you mean? No, like at the beginning.
Oh.
Like YouTube doesn't know about what we talking about. You have to be on Spotify to figure that out.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna cut that whole shit out. We gotta cut that whole shit out. But yeah. A little treat for our Spotify listeners. We are on Apple Music and not Apple Music.
I'm on Apple Music.
Amazon, yeah. Keep it on the low though. It's really not, but shit. We on Amazon Music, we're on Spotify, we're on soon to be on Apple. We're on Google. Yeah.
Google Podcast? Google Music Play?
Yeah.
The Google Play. Phone. We're anywhere on your phone within like a 6 app limit. We're probably there. Shortly after last pod, I remember coming to you because of a new piece of film that came out.
What?
And it was the SZA Kill Bill.
Yes.
Video.
When we were podding that day, the last pod that dropped right after we filmed. Or it dropped before we filmed, but I didn't look at it.
We didn't catch it until after we
filmed. I don't really fuck with that track, but the video was amazing. Visuals amazing. She was naked. I enjoyed
very
myself.
Much so.
I enjoyed myself.
Yaya.
And they let it rock too. Wait. They let that shit rock too. Normally, if you post like revealing content,
that shit wasn't even age restricted on YouTube.
It wasn't age restricted. It wasn't censored. They let that shit rock. I'm like, yo, TDE must have some connections at YouTube to let that shit go, because I saw everything, and whatever I didn't see, it's in my head, boy.
And he's a scissor head too. Peep the drip. Show him the drip. Yeah, you gotta show him the drip, man.
Nah, nigga.
You gotta show him the drip, man. You gotta show him the drip.
It's a little subtle. If you see it, you see it. If you don't,
he's too cool for school now. But
yo, my merch finally came in. My merch finally came in after 5 weeks and counting. I had to email them niggas so I could get some fucking. I ordered the shit like
tracker number.
Yeah, I need something, bro. Give me something. Tell me that is coming. At least I was on the Scissor Reddit and a man did that, and I was like, you know what? He ordered the same day, and they shipped it. He ordered the same day as me. When I look back at it, and he did that, and then they shipped it. He sent them an email, and they shipped it the day after. I emailed them, and then they told me, yo, you could either cancel or whatever, or wait, and it's coming. And I feel like, yo, if I didn't email them niggas too, they wouldn't ship it. Which it shipped a couple days later, and I was like, word, bet. It's fire. I love it, but it did take some time. I feel like they like put the visuals out for all the T-shirts and everything, and they didn't make it fully. Like they didn't get it from the distributor yet, bro. On some real, I feel like they didn't. They. That's why it took so long for my merch to get here. But I love my merch, bro. It didn't come with a thank you card or anything. It just came like this, and I was like,
"Here, fucking take that shit."
Yep. It put that shit in a fucking package.
But most of that money's probably going straight to SZA. So
really,
I mean, they make the most out of their merch and their tour. You going to the SZA tour? I can see you going to that shit alone.
I'll be singing my heart out, bro. I'll be singing my.
Yeah, I can see, and then I can see you coming home not alone.
Might find a baddie over there. Who knows?
I can see it. Shout out my guy.
Speaking into fucking existence. You feel me?
And maybe we got a pause over there.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Tell him after.
Yo, we could be like the JBP and fucking take breaks.
Intermissions.
Take breaks. Yo, as I bring up the JBP, right?
Yeah.
The Joe Budden Podcast has 6 mics now.
Which I was not aware. I was aware actually that they added Queen's Flip and
Melissa Ford. Baddie. Pod Baddie.
Shout out Melissa Ford.
One of the baddest
but
podcasters.
I thought they only added Melissa on permanently. I thought Queen's Flip was just like a guest or going to be a recurring guest, but I guess he's on there for good. Haven't really been watching, so I have no idea what's going on. But
I know that he got suspended the other day for talking crazy when Lola Brooke was over there. He was going at it, and Joe had to coach him. But on some real shit though, he suspended Queen's Flip, and then
he was back.
That nigga Queen's Flip said, "Yo, I came to work." he came on. He was suspended, and he came the next day on some gangster shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shout out Queen's Flip. Fuck with the content you putting out, right? But
I've been seeing him for a while on Instagram and shit. That's cool to see him make the transition.
Yeah, the nigga making big bucks.
I've always seen him actually on Instagram Live. He would be like on Instagram Live hosting like talent shows. I feel like events on Instagram Live. I swear to God.
Nah,
so
he's
been grinding.
Podcast too.
He's been grinding apart from everything. So it's shout out him.
But as a listener, because I did peek back in to see how it sounded with 6 mics, I don't think anybody has ever intentionally had 6 people on a podcast like
sounds a little forced
consecutively. But in this case, permanently. I mean,
I feel like it's big changes all very quick,
bro.
Like you went from
I don't really fuck with it
shortly then to Ice and Ish, which is a decent enough transition. And then I feel like they started putting Parks more on the pod, which I think that was a good choice in itself because it keeps some of the core crew kind of more up front in the branding. But I don't know. They added Melissa Ford and then too soon after added Queen's Flip. But maybe it works out. I don't know. I haven't been checking out. Maybe that Patreon does good.
It probably doing it is doing numbers. It's doing numbers.
It's probably doing good. It's probably doing great. Sustainable, I assume, or else they probably wouldn't be doing it.
Nah, it's a fact though. But the thing is, right, as a listener, to me, it sounds a little bit forced, and it sounds like I can hear that Joe is the big dog now. Like it's more obvious to me that Joe is the boss. Like you've seen all even from a creator standpoint, all the clips that he's putting out. It's like Joe-eccentric. it's like centered around him. Like you could see that it's centered around him.
Jumping around with Lola Brooke.
And you could feel, I'm not saying that was a part of it, but hey, I could feel that,
marketing,
bro,
man.
He's like, it's just crazy. It's just crazy because
it's a weird
it's
transition.
more obvious. And
it's a weird transition for sure.
It's not authentic as it used to be. You feel me? You could tell that he's coaching the co-host and telling him like, yo, chill out with that topic. I said a couple months ago, I noticed when it was just Ish and Ice, that Ish was on his conscious shit. And then I feel like after that pod, Joe took him aside and said, yo, bro, we got to chill with that because our listeners isn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, gave him a little talk, you know what I'm saying? And ever since then, he been quiet. That nigga Queen's Flip called this nigga fucking library now. But that nigga was on his righteous shit, and then Joe kind of calmed him down. So, to me, as a listener and as a podcaster myself,
talk that shit.
I feel that it's a little bit forced. And now I could tell that you're coaching people. Before, you never really got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You never really got that feeling.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
Yeah.
I like Ish, actually. I really checked into his opinions really a lot more, I think, than everybody else. When I was listening, I feel like I always like, oh, yeah, he's actually saying some shit that I kind of agree with.
Bro, he was on a
Most
righteous
of the
path.
time, yeah.
He was on a righteous path, bro, and he was spitting. And then I feel like Joe just said, yo, chill out with that a little bit. And then he was like, you know what? I can't really be myself like that.
He was the
Gotta put on the mask, the pod mask.
He had the power of pod.
Power of pod.
The power of pod.
Yeah, bro. But that's just something that I noticed because that was pretty big in the podcast space. You feel me? That this man got 6 people on a mic every 2 days.
Yeah. Actually, I like it. It looks like a conversation pit. That's what they're recording. That looks pretty cool. I seen that shit. I want that shit. In a crib, that looks fire.
Hey, we gonna get there one day, you feel me?
Big pod ting.
Something else that I seen in the media on Instagram. Ye pressing niggas. Ye is pressing the paparazzi. Pulled up in the Maybach truck. It's up.
He's back.
It's up.
He's back. I think last
Don't
pod we said
film
he
me.
was gone. Remember, he was gone? Now he's back.
That nigga said, bro, but what he's saying to the photographers and shit is true. But it's just like, bro, what could you do, bro? There's a million of them niggas. For years they've been doing this. Come on.
I need some new music. At least one of those concerts so I could rip the music from the video, from the live stream. You know? Because the shit that's been coming out is fire. I think we need it, really. When his name is always dragged in the mud, the thing he always does is drop some fire-ass music. And that's it. That's all it takes. So...
Nigga, rise like a
Hit it.
phoenix. Rise like a phoenix out of the ashes, bro.
Sensory overload. He just married Sensory Overload.
That is true too. He
Who
got
saw that one coming? Who saw that?
I ain't see that, but
That's a crazy move.
he got a new white girl now.
That looks exactly like the other one. That looked exactly like the other one.
A badder version.
He's getting younger, I think, as they go.
Bro, I'm trying to remember, but I forgot. Some actor. It was an actor said that I think it was Leonardo DiCaprio. That nigga said that he don't date nobody above a certain age.
No, I don't think he was saying that, but everybody was like, "Wait a second."
I break up every time a girl's 25 or some shit. Like
they noticed a pattern there. I think the average they did a rounding. 25 is it? 25 is it?
Internet still undefeated.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
Internet still undefeated, bro. Still undefeated.
Leo. Who'd have thought, bro? The guy from the Titanic. Such a gentleman.
from fuck the Titanic. From the fucking what's it called? From the Wolf of Wall Street or not?
Well, that's expected.
The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
That nigga caught Jeff. What is his name? Amazon nigga. Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
You remember that clip where he was doing this? He was doing all of this shit in front of, doing all the hand gestures in front of his wife, and his wife looked like
Jeff was looking like, "Yo, I'll assassinate you."
That nigga said,
and get away with it.
That nigga said, "Let me hit you with the tati," and then elegant hand motions.
Rizzler. He was the Rizzler at that moment in time.
And fucking putting the game on his ex-wife, I believe. Ex-wife.
No, that's his current girlfriend. That was Jeff Bezos' current. Bro, he's crazy. That's nuts. I mean, it didn't even seem like he was trying to do anything, but come on, bro. You don't talk to Jeff Bezos. But if I'm in the same room as Jeff Bezos, bro.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What? I'm
hiding.
Are you prepared?
I'm hiding.
Why?
Bro, he probably got the scanners in his eyeballs. So just fucking take a 3D image of me, fucking replicate me and call me right there. That's it. That's it, and that's how I'm going out. So
that's fucking funny.
I'm hiding.
You know, some shit that I seen too was
You would press him?
What?
You would press Jeffrey?
Why would I press him for?
Oh, okay. He's ducking. You see that?
I ain't ducking.
He's ducking.
I use that nigga's.
He said he been lifting. He said he been lifting.
Yeah, I've been doing my calisthenics too. You feel me?
And Joe Rogan was saying he hit the horse fucking bone marrow.
I don't know nothing about that. That's
he said that man was juicing. I was like, damn, Joe Rogan, why you gotta blow Jeffrey Bezos' spot? What
all
Bezos
them
do
niggas
to
is
you?
doing that and getting lipo. All them niggas is doing that.
Dr. Miami on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok,
bro. You know what else? I want to some big news that happened on the business side. Nike sues Bape after 20 years of letting them rock, coming back for their money. Straight gangster. Coming back for their money, letting Bape rock. and then coming back after 20 years to sue
That's
them
building a Rico right there.
off the SB dunks.
They hit him with the fashion Rico.
Them niggas is smart over there at Nike.
Building up a case, bro. That's all it takes.
Them niggas is smart
They
over
gonna
there.
get a couple M's from that shit. For sure, guaranteed. A couple. Hold that.
We don't know if they gonna win.
Hold that.
Because they do. The patented dunks look similar in the Bape's designs. But
It's exactly the
it
same
is
shit.
a little different, though.
It's exactly the same shit without the logo. And they throw the little fucking gorilla on that bitch.
On the flip side, I saw that's just crazy though. That's crazy that they suing them after so many years of letting them rock.
I thought they had an
intentionally.
agreement in place because of how long they've been doing that shit. You know what I mean? I always thought it was like a collab or they gave him the okay. Because, I mean, I feel like that's how they made it seem, no? That's the impression I was getting the whole time.
Letting them rock could make it seem like that.
So,
Letting them rock could make it seem
they
like
took
that.
silence as a affirmation.
Yeah.
But it wasn't true.
If you don't come out and say the truth, nigga, then a lie becomes a truth because you don't defend it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you just let it rock. I feel like they let that shit build up, and they were like, all right, we go get them for $100 million right now.
I feel like actually
Boom.
at this point,
Clip
too,
it.
they kind of like fell off a little bit, too. In my opinion. Like, I don't see as much of like the hype beast shit going on that much anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't even
Not
say
a lot
that.
of Bape out there.
Niggas is still wearing Nike, though.
That's true, but I feel like those are more like
Niggas is
more established brands, you know what I'm saying? That's why they building a Rico on these guys, and they're like, okay, you thought you was some? Raps, get them out of
Bro,
here.
I saw in the media, too, that on Insta, that Flow Rider,
Oh, he won a case too.
he won a case against an energy drink company, and that nigga won.
Did they use his song in a commercial or something like that?
I don't really know. I forgot the details.
Hey, let me get that one.
I forgot.
Attorney
the
at Pod. That's what I meant earlier, bro.
You quick on the keys, bro.
Attorney at Pod, bro.
This nigga's quick on the keys. But yeah,
It was Celsius, right?
yeah, it was Celsius.
Celsius. I seen that shit because
Yo,
white gal,
in
white gal like Celsius.
shout out her. He was drinking. He in his like press conference after the case where he won. This nigga was drinking the energy company while he was. I was like, yo, this
He got
nigga.
82 M's.
Yes,
Oh my goodness.
yes. He was drinking that shit at the shit, bro. After he won the bread from him, he was drinking.
He was promised stock options and other bonuses when he was a brand ambassador. And so then they started popping off, kick his ass to the curb. Don't want to pay up the stocks because they probably went up OD in price. Hold that 83 M straight to the bank.
That's crazy though.
That's crazy. Celsius is owned by Pepsi too. It's not like it's some little bitty company.
Yeah.
You know, Pepsi's gonna protect their fucking property right there. God damn. Shout out Florida, man. You could buy a lot of whistles with $82 million.
Nigga. It's probably like a quarter of his catalog, 1/3 of
That's
his
crazy.
catalog. Like as if he was to sell his catalog. 85 mil, I think that's a fair.
Rappers been
Fair
selling
thing.
their catalogs. I don't know if we covered Future, if that was before we even started the pod. We definitely talked about it, though.
Nah, yeah, I remember.
Because that's just how we are. Justin Bieber gives up the bag for
Only-
200 M's.
I feel like that's old news though. I don't know.
It wasn't
maybe
a
just
pod, so we just going.
maybe-
I'm just gonna drop it.
no. But I'm just saying, like maybe
Little alley-oop.
like I feel like a couple months ago they said that. They said that it was 200 mil, but the other day it probably just like went through type shit. You feel
The
me?
money hit the account.
Yeah.
He got the transfer.
He got the wire.
He was like, "Yo, guess what?"
It was 200 mil, but I don't know.
He sold his music pub, and the recording.
All the classics from back in the day.
All the royalties right there.
How much of it though? All of it?
It looks his publishing and his recording catalog shares. So whatever else is left is probably what belongs to the label. I'd imagine.
Yes. If he getting 200, bro. If he getting 200, 100 is going to
So
somebody.
maybe he didn't own that much of his catalog then too, because of the split he had with his label. You know, he did that kid deal when he was a
I
little
forgot
young
the name
superstar.
of the other fucking label owner, bro. I forgot. The
His
name.
manager, Scooter Braun. Scooter Braun. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Nah, it's some white name.
Scooter Braun was the
forgot
motherfucker
his name.
who bought up Taylor's Masters. When she was out of contract, she could have bought it herself, but her manager went and did it, so they got into some beef. So she released all her albums again because she owns the publishing. So she doesn't own the master recording, but she can go back and fucking re-release the old albums because she owns the writer's credits and whatnot. So here Justin Bieber giving up everything probably because he didn't have that much of everything. I think Future's deal was bigger, no?
Wasn't Future 3? No, Future was 100, bro.
That was only 100?
Yeah, nigga. Future was only 100 mil, bro.
That's crazy.
And that's why I said, bro, if Justin is getting 200, he only getting 100 for himself, and somebody else is getting another half, bro.
Yeah.
So that's not really that much, in my eyes.
I mean, he could always make more music is the argument that they do, but
Yeah.
that shit is gonna, you could get paid off that shit for 600 years. The songs he has in his catalog, I feel like it's gonna make that money, just because of how big they are. They probably will be that big forever. I'd imagine.
And you might get a boost too. I was listening to somebody talking about selling masters and shit. Is that, bro? The catalog might get a boost if you get trending. You know what I'm saying? A song might go on the verses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that happens. You know what else I want to bring up too? The Black Eyed Peas sue a fucking a toy maker. I think it's My Little Pony from not sampling, fucking impersonating my humps and turn into my poops or some dumb shit like that. And then the Black Eyed Peas is going after them with that. There's really no details because it's just breaking news. Breaking news. That
they're looking for $10 million right there.
It's more than that, bro. Because they had that shit in a whole song. You put them together and it's the same thing, bro.
That's craziness.
They just did a cover of the Black Eyed Peas shit.
So if just the fucking title changing, diminishing the value of your song, quote unquote, because that's probably what they're saying. My humps and my poops. That alone is worth $10 million.
That's it. That's worth $10 million.
That's what they're suing. So they're suing when they're suing for that. They're suing for at least $10 million. They say
they could get more than that, bro. You know how many toys they probably sold? My Little Pony.
Goddamn. What the fuck does that shit even look like? My poops.
It's a commercial. They had a whole song. They had a whole song to it, bro. It's the same shit, bro. It's the same thing where fucking
That's crazy.
What's the girl in what's the shorty in
Fergie?
Fergie, yeah. It's Fergie. It's Fergie's course type shit. They took that. My humps, my lovely lady bumps. Take it out. That shit, that they sampled that. The fuck you looking around, nigga? I'm giving the people examples here.
If that's how you feeling.
This motherfucker looking at me like I'm crazy, bitch. The fuck is wrong?
I guess that's how he was feeling,
bro. What's it called? I feel like
damn, that commercial even got striked off of YouTube.
Oh, see?
That's craziness.
Yeah,
BMG Group Holdings LLC. If you care about that.
Bro, you know what else I want to say? Charlotte, you saw that though. You saw Charlemagne say that
oh, I did want to touch on this too. Yeah.
That Kodak Black is the GOAT basically. Compares Kendrick and Kodak, but I feel like that's something that I knew after Dying to Live and Living to Die, that album. By that time, I already knew that Kodak was a spitter. That nigga could write, and that nigga could fucking spit.
If you go back to his mixtapes, he's spitting that shit. He's spitting that shit, and even into his albums, his first couple albums, he's spitting some shit all the time. You don't believe me? Malcolm XXX. You could go further than that. You could go Hollywood in his mixtapes. The whole Little Big Pac mixtape. Go back to that. And then tell me if he doesn't deserve to be in that conversation. Some people hate him because of his voice or whatever.
Nah, nigga, that nigga got it.
He's got hits.
Kendrick noticed him on Mr. Morale.
He carried on that song. He was the best part of that song. He was the best part of that song.
And
he was
narrated by
super
Kodak.
bright spot in that album.
Mm-hmm.
He did his thing.
Yeah, bro. So.
He outshone Kendrick in parts of the album.
Yes, nigga. I already showed my views on it, but Kodak, right? Kodak, Charlemagne. He said that on the Breakfast Club before, but he just this nigga keep on.
I know we good.
He just put it on damn, fix it. Oh, talk.
Hello, hello, hello.
Sound a little fucked up a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah. Cuidado.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Wiggle it a little bit. All right.
All right, we good.
Fuck it.
Right?
Yeah, we good. I think we're good.
Is it popping up on the left side or right side? Yeah, I'm on the right side.
Yeah. You're Gucci.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, but he what was I saying about Kodak? Yeah, Charlamagne said that before on the Breakfast Club, and he was on his podcast, and he just said that again. You know what I'm saying?
He said it. He doubled down on that.
He doubled down on it. But I mean, that's a feeling that I've had for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I always gave Kodak the okay because he could hang.
I think it's really only outlandish if you're not familiar with his discography, with his work.
If you only know the hits like that where he's just floating on a beat, then you don't know his pen game is hard.
Yeah. He's got a nice pen. Even if you don't like him, you could read some of his lyrics, and they would fucking come across as some great penmanship, some of the best out of any artist. So it's not a surprise for me.
Yeah.
But if it is for you, check it out. Kodak got hits, and he got some serious bars.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And you know what the crazy thing is too? One more thing. I want to finish off on this. Bad Boys 4 coming out. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith fucking said that it's coming out.
Actually, I did see the last one, but like 3 years later.
Yeah, but it's just something I just want to say. We talked about Rush Hour clip coming soon, but
Rush Hour.
It's gonna be another legendary showing.
I do want to see that though. I would see the new Bad Boys and I would see the new Rush Hour. Everything else sucks already anyway, so they might as well make sequels. They made the fucking new Top Gun. That shit got nominated for Oscar. I don't want to...
Was it good, bro? I wanted to watch it.
It was alright, but for a fucking Oscar? The Batman didn't get nominated. The Batman was better than that shit. Yeah. They be playing games, bro. Rush Hour 4 better be nominated for Oscar, bro. I ain't even seen it yet. I already know.
It is, bro. It is. Because it deserves it, bro. Everybody wanted that.
There's a new movie on Netflix that's pretty funny with Jonah Hill and Eddie Murphy. It's stupid.
Seen the promo.
It's kind of funny. They got some funny moments in between them.
I seen the promo. Jonah Hill is a perfect person to be in a black movie like that.
Bro, Jonah Hill. They were saying it's the Adam Sandler effect. Really? In
a good way or bad way?
In like a similar way. Like they're kind of doing the same kind of trajectory kind of thing. Except Jonah Hill is just doing it for a different generation, you know?
Nah, that's a good thing to compare. Everybody knows Adam Sandler. Everybody knows that. Everybody loves him.
And I feel like everyone in our generation could pretty much know Jonah Hill because of the movies that he's been in. He's been in so many.
That's a fact, though. That's a fact.
Even serious roles too. Even like Moneyball. I don't know if you ever seen Moneyball. Wolf of Wall Street's kind of serious, but he did good in Wolf of Wall Street.
Nigga was a side character to fucking Leonardo.
I remember they always put this up on Instagram that he got paid like no money to do that role. Yeah, he just did it because Martin Scorsese was the director. So he was. Like,
so how do you not get paid for that?
Like he got paid like $15,000. But when that movie came out, he was already Jonah Hill, so he could easily.
That's like, a bag. That movie did numbers.
It did not. He wasn't getting back paid off of that for just being a side character. He just did it to get the fucking acclaim for being working with Martin Scorsese in a big movie with Leo. Because the studio didn't want to pay out more money or something like that.
Really? That's crazy.
So he took a cut. He took a big ass cut, and I think he got nominated for an Oscar off that shit too. Actually. So yeah, he was in another Netflix movie with Leo too, like The World Dinner or something, but that one wasn't as good.
Bro, that's fucking. That's wild, bro.
Big bags. Oh, Netflix is fucking doing their password sharing thing. I don't know if we talked about that.
Nah, we didn't. We didn't touch on it. I seen that though.
It's fucking stupid.
Nigga, I'm gonna invest in Netflix. That shit's $300, bro. Fuck.
But they're saying that they're gonna make $750 million off that shit. I think people will probably drop Netflix. No?
Sure about that?
I think so. I don't think they have that much of a
I
footprint
see
right
it
now.
being used in almost every household now.
I think so too.
Mine included with the new T-Mobile plan.
But how many of those people are doing it off of the fucking sharing shit because they don't want to pay for that shit themselves? You got so much shit to choose from now. You got Hulu, you got HBO. They do all these bundles, all these discounts all the time. Let's say you're paying for Hulu, but you're not paying for Netflix, but you like what you got on Hulu. You're looking to stay on Hulu. HBO Max, The Last of Us. That shit is fucking fire. I don't know if anyone's seen that. By anyone, I mean you.
Oh, that's new. That's new.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't watched it, bro.
It's fire. The 3 episodes in, it's
But
fire.
I've seen the promo would look fire. With that nigga was in Narcos.
Yeah,
the
Pedro
guy,
Pascal. Yeah, he's also
in
Mandalorian. He was in a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. He's Chilean though, but shout out him though. Still, Latino gang at least.
Nigga, you love Alexis Sanchez. Shut up.
Yeah, that's true. I do like Alexis Sanchez and Pedro Pascal. So those are the good Chileans, I guess. But yeah, Last of Us is really good. 3 episodes in, it's amazing. They already cleared a season 2 because that shit got mad fucking.
Bro,
already.
the game is what is bringing everybody to watch the series, bro.
They're doing fucking whatchamacallit, weekly releases. Like how they used to do back with cable, HBO does that too with like Euphoria. They do that shit too.
Yeah, I've seen that shit before. They hold the content weekly just to bring it out.
The thing is, as soon as it's premiering on TV, you can stream it at 9 p.m. too on HBO Max. So they're like fucking that with it. I've never had a problem fucking getting on and streaming it, except with Euphoria a couple times because it crashed because so many people were doing that shit. So yeah, I mean HBO is good at that shit. So Netflix has their work cut out for them if they think that. They have enough power to pull some shit like that. I could see that shit getting pulled. I could see them not doing it. I think they announced it in advance because there might be some backlash. They might have to backtrack. Once the people start hurting, we said it. Netflix is an extra expense. I remember days trapping out the bandwidth.
Trapping out the bandwidth,
So,
you said?
Yes. So
this nigga got all the pirate sites.
Don't think that people out here aren't ready
too.
to get their eye patches and their swords and start pirating away.
Niggas already doing that, bro. I got a site right now that's deadly.
Allegedly.
Deadly.
Verizon.
Let me tell you. Deadly.
Allegedly.
Shit, bro. But
They be doing that shit, right?
doing what?
The cable companies, they be tracking the Wi-Fi.
Really?
See if you be pirating shit. If you do that shit, OD. So allegedly.
They ain't catch me, bitch. Incognito tab, bitch. Even though it's still trackable, I don't trust nothing.
Someone got the fucking letter from the cable company. Yo, bro, chill out. Yo, chill out. We gonna cut your shit.
What? How would they? Nah, bro. It must be connect. It must be connect. Like they hook up wires to the fucking cable box.
He's rocking the Ethernet.
Nah,
the bandwidth.
He fucking have the shit connected to the cable box to an antenna and stealing satellite television or some shit like that. That's how the only way how they would know. Cause niggas got the plug-in shit or niggas have the internet, bro.
I allegedly saw the sauce. People got the sauce,
bro.
All right.
I'm gonna have to look into that because this is outrageous now.
That's what I'm saying. And oh man, never mind. That's gotta be off mic too. That's gotta be off mic.
Yeah, I'm dead. Man. Hey.
But before we catch a case, do you want to play the outro and send us off? Or
yes.
Should I send us off?
You know what? You send us off today. You send us off and
While you cue it up, I'll just give you a couple seconds. Act like I'm clearing my voice.
Nigga, I'm already ready, boy.
1 second.
I ain't playing today. We ready today. Good pod today.
It was a very, very solid pod, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you stayed this long, which I don't know, I doubt you did because you guys are fuckers.
Nigga, don't say that. We love our fans that stay here.
If you stayed to this point, you're fucking cool as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Like the video.
Like, subscribe, get your auntie, your uncle, your cousin, your baby cousin, make him a YouTube channel account, and subscribe to our channel and just fucking exit out of YouTube.
We on TikTok. We on Spotify. We everywhere.
The shorts do great.
We everywhere, B.
The pods do great.
Yeah.
And I love I've seen a lot more comments now.
Yeah, we getting comments on TikTok.
I don't know if you guys are listening to me. But if you are, thank you. But yeah, I like it. We're going to keep doing this because I enjoy the fuck out of it. So
yeah, bro. Only niggas in the game. We trying to be the next greats in the game. Shout out Joe. Shout out Rory and Mo. Shout out everybody in the podcast space, you feel me? But
shout out Drink Champs and Nori, even though Young Scooter said he was on that shit.
Yeah, true.
Young Scooter said that fucking Nori was... Anyways, this has been...
How you gonna do that? Keep going.
Anyways, this has been the Bill for Cuban Links podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm your host, Yaya.
Really? And I guess I'm Freezy today.
So, thank you so much. And we're tuning off.
Peace out, everybody.
Beanie Gang.
Good luck in school. Shout out everybody. We out here.
Good luck with the semester.
Yeah.